me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
For the Titans and Chiefs, we think back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And they led at one point 17-7, but as the Chiefs did 3 times in those plays. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
48-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Green, 52 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the 43-yard line.
second down. Swift, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
48-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Derrick Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Tennessee.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running is Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the
They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their #1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Now back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on
another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
at the 9.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Max Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Swift. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30, 10, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 54 yards. A first down carry for Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Tennessee.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, here comes Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. We might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And all the Chiefs have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And it's a fumble. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3rd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 28 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Hardman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving